got cross country skis. I'm guessing that's probably one of your top sports.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do in Grand County.
I cross country ski about 2-3 times a year. So is that classic or is that going to be skate?
These are classics.
Is that what you do primarily?
Yeah, and I would love to get into skate skiing too, but I just haven't taken the lessons. But I would love to do that as well. I just love being out there. So, most of the time, there's a thing about Granby is there's a great variety of trails. As I mentioned earlier, but like Snow Mountain Ranch, like they've got a big variety of trails from green, which is beginners, to blue, which are intermediates, to the black, which are more advanced.
Nice.
And all their trails are groomed, and they've got the grooming there is fantastic. The other thing that's great about there is if you take your kids out there, there's also a tubing hill. And there's also a lot of other things to do.
So if you just joined us, we're chatting with Cathie Hook here of the Granby Chamber of Commerce, granbychamber.com.
Correct.
And we're going to talk a little cross-country skiing because it's probably your number one sport.
Mm-hmm. I
so
love
if you could get the skis out when you've got a beautiful 4-inch snow, where are you heading?
Well, I would either do Snow Mountain Ranch, which I do quite often. Devil's Thumb is a great choice in Tabernash. If you're just learning to ski, both of those places have instructors that can take you out, and really that's the way to go.
But where are you going? You're not
Where
getting
am I
instructions.
going?
I'm saying you wake up, have your coffee, and say, I got to get out for next hour.
I go to Snow Mountain Ranch just because I think the trails are, there's a little bit of everything. There's some flat stuff.
Did you ever get out to the Grand Lake Nordic Center?
And I do, the Grand Lake Nordic Center is fabulous.
And that's Rocky Mountain National
beautiful.
Park. And
I also go to Rocky Mountain National Park and ski.
Granby is a fantastic hub. I can't reiterate that word because you go one direction, you got Rocky Mountain National Park, 20 miles down, 15, 20 miles down?
Yeah, 17 miles.
17 miles to Winter Park Resort.
Right.
You got, I guess, Walden and Rand if we want to get real excited and start heading up to see the smallest post office you'll ever see in Rand. That's about it, though. But
and there's even a couple places in Crumlin that you can go. But there's the skiing in the park is great because there's a number of trails that are fairly good for cross country skiing. And then if you drive up, the gate is closed about 10 miles up into Rocky Mountain National Park, but if you go beyond that, there's a road, Trail Ridge Road, you can cross-country ski back in there. And it's
just endless. I mean, you really can be.
Yeah, and it's very cool.
It's a cool experience. Wildlife,
cool.
It's all back there.
Yeah,
so.
Right.
So let's tag this ice fishing tournament. We've kind of been beating around the bush here for 3 spots. So what's going on? It's the Three Lakes Ice Fishing Tournament, and it's one of the biggest in the country.
It's one of the biggest, and definitely in Colorado. Ice fishing has become more and more popular, so there's more and more tournaments popping up. But we have a fairly large tournament. We get about 1,500 anglers coming up.
1,500 people will be participating. All on one lake, or are they spread out in the three lakes,
they're spread out
I guess?
The 3 lakes.
It'd be weird to be called
and
3 lakes.
And we give away $15,000 in cash prizes.
Now, are we going the chubbiest fish? Are we going the most fish?
There's numerous categories, but it's the heaviest weight fish.
So 15,000 spread out for all the prizes.
For all the prizes.
I got you.
Over the 3 days. So there's 3 days of tournaments. Each day is a separate tournament. And so we give cash prizes away each day.
It's a $1,000 tag on.
And then we have this year is our tagged fish contest. So we catch fish. We put a pink tag on their dorsal fin. We throw them back in the lake, and if you catch one, they're worth $1,000. So we got 9 sponsors for that.
I don't even know how to compare it, but it's like the adult fair game. Like you go out and you're catching tagged fish and having some hoopla. So okay, well that's exciting. So, how far are people coming in? Is this all Denver based?
There's from Colorado and 8 other states.
8 other states are registered. Open registration past 1,500, or do you cap it?
No, we don't cap it. No,
because the lakes are plenty big, all 3 of them.
We've never capped it. So, Mountain Parks Electric is our title sponsor for that, and they are a great community. They're just a great community partner. But let me talk a little bit about what goes on with the fishing tournament.
Okay.
So the fishermen show up, they register, they go out on the lake before sunrise. So they're,
all weekend or
dark.
1 day event?
It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay.
So each day.
So they're out there by
And
sunrise.
if they catch something, they bring it into the weigh station and they have it weighed. And if it qualifies, they go up on a leaderboard. And it's really great because there's fishermen that have been doing it. This is our 28th year. So there are fishermen that are grandfathers now that are teaching they've had their son with them at the fishing tournament in past years, and now they're teaching their grandson to fish. So we have, those kind of people up. And then we have guys that just come up, and instead of Christmas, they do the fishing tournament. They bring out their hut, that seats 5 people, and they bring out their barbecue and their sled, and they basically it's a party weekend for them. And they just
So are there cabs running on and off the ice to get them safely to and from the local establishments?
No, we do have some people out there that rescue people if they
so you
need
do have a few of those.
We have a few.
So is this catch and release or?
There's one category is catch and release, the big fish. If you catch a big fish.
Do they have a
over
judge then that
32.
runs around? You radio them or something?
No, this is like a lottery thing. So you catch your big fish, you take a picture of it, and you're entered in a prize drawing.
Oh, you should probably have a scale. You could just take a picture of the scale.
Yeah.
Okay,
So the best category, in my opinion, though, is the Grand Slams, where you have to catch all 4 species. You have to catch kokanee salmon, rainbow trout, brown trout, and Mackinaw.
Okay.
And the biggest creel, or the most weight in your basket or your creel, is what.
And if you're fortunate enough to get 4 pink tags on those 4 creels,
you're right.
Life will be real good.
Yeah, life would be really good.
So let's hit the dates on this ice fishing tournament.
Okay, so it's January 29th, 30th, and 31st.
Got the 3 Lakes Ice Fishing Tournament. This is Cathie Hook with the Granby Chamber of Commerce. I keep wanting to say the gateway to something grand. Granby is the heart of something grand.
Right.
It is a wonderful hub. There is so much to do surrounding the area. You are in a prime location if you are staying in Granby. Yeah. And we can't emphasize that enough, that if you're coming to Winter Park, it's not just Winter Park Resort. There's so much to our county, so much fun to be had. And so check out the GranbyChamber.com. Cathie, thanks so much for being on our program.
Absolutely.
Hope to have you back soon, and we'll hope to hear some stories from this year's ice fishing tournament.
Very good.
So
all right.
stick around. We'll be back soon, and later in the show we're going to have Jimmy Larman, the Winter Park mayor, on. So it should be fascinating. We'll be back.